Mr. Sanjay Vanani sir has a 10-year experience of his work. He worked with CSR Foundation, small and medium enterprise, etc. His interest area of are stakeholders, business enterprises, NGO management, social entrepreneurship, startup, etc. Now I request to Sanjay Vanani sir give introductory speech.
Yeah, uh, thank you, Ina. Today, on behalf of Naujawan Center for Development and Udyog Prerna, I would I would like to welcome you again on this virtual talk. As you know that this particular situation is naturally not accepted by all the citizens of this country. But at the same time, we are not allowed. I mean, we are not have a control on this situation. But any crisis, as per the traditions, they are also bringing some opportunity in front of us. So as you know that nowadays, rural is comes under the whole pictures in the centers. And when we talk about the rural, naturally it's come to the agriculture sector. So, by considering the huge potential in agriculture sector, all the way it has the lots of opportunity, but we have not taken so far it seriously. So nowadays, at least people have started thinking on it. So if we look at the scenario on our country, like 55%, approximately 55 to 60% people engage in agriculture in allied sectors, but their contribution in the GDP is around 17 to 18 percentage only. So it is very natural that the agriculture sector, though the lots of people engage into it, but they are not contributing well in terms of GDP. And there is lots of lacuna. We have a fragmented land and irrigations and lot of issues as well. But we also have a good opportunity. So I particularly believe that the value addition in the agriculture has having a huge potential. I would like to refer one particular statistics by considering the value addition statistics in our country. Like, see, in the primary value addition, we are doing at least 75 percentage, but secondary and tertiary value addition is around 25 percentage. As compared to the other countries, it is quite low. I will also take one particular statistic about the coconut. If we take the example of the value addition in the coconut, we have only 9 percentage. Recently the data shows we have only 9 percentage value addition in the coconut, rather than India and Thailand. They have a 60% value addition coconut. So what my point is, there is a huge potential in the value additions to improve the value chain of our agriculture and to generate the livelihood in the rural segments. So just I have given the very primary notes on this particular topic, wherein we are going to discuss. And today we have a very eminent speaker, Mr. Atul Mardikar. So I would like to invite Hina to introduce sir, and then I would request Atul sir to present the thoughts on the topic that we have together choose for this webinar. Hina, please.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Atul Mardikar sir has a 13 years of experience in food processing and post-harvest sector. His core strength is food entrepreneurship development. He works with Maharashtra and Northeast India government. Atul sir is a visionary editor and CEO of Udyog Prerna magazine and highlights different sectors. His own dehydration unit based in Solapur, and the name of company is Prajakta Technology Private Limited. He has been titled as a father of dehydration by Association of Scientists and Technology in India. थैंक यू सो मच सर। मैं आपका स्वागत करती हूँ हमारे इस वेबिनार में। थैंक यू सर, प्लीज कंटिन्यू।
Thank you, Mr. Sanjay, and your foundation. You are doing fantastic work, and I think this is a great opportunity to join hand with you to make India pride Atmanirbhar as per our Honorable Prime Minister. Today, the topic is opportunities in agribusiness sector. I am going to share my views and experience for this subject in near about 55 to 65 minutes, and then we'll go for some open forum. This subject I will cover into 4 steps. First of all, I'm giving you some highlights or some light on current situation and future of total society as far as agribusiness is concerned. Second thing, we'll focus some brief about the concept of agribusiness in detail as per our government of India's agriculture department, basically ICAR and manage Hyderabad. According to World Bank also, I am going to explain what is agribusiness. Then very favorite topic of mine is agripreneurship. So I am focusing some major points on agripreneurship, and then we are exploring the various opportunities from entire post-harvest and food processing sector, which is called as a agribusiness sector. So again, I welcome and thankful for you all. We'll start. Basically, let me give some more information about me. I am mechanical engineer, but working in agribusiness field for last 32 years. And I'm very proudly telling you, we earn lot of goodwill along with money and wealth with the help of this agribusiness. Focusing on this topic, today entire world is very much frightened, under fear, under tension due to COVID-19 pandemic. And after the entire world is divided into only 2 sections, pre-COVID-19 and post-COVID-19. Lot of opinions, lot of treatments, lot of immunity boosters, lot of reasons are discussing across the world for last 3 months. As far as India is concerned, I am very much proud being an Indian because we have 4,000-year history of very natural advanced agribusiness branch, which is known as Ayurveda. If we minus 1,000 years, that is 400 years of India ruled by UK people and 600 years India ruled by Mughal people and other foreigners. See, 3,000 years if we see the history, in India, आपको पता होगा कि इंडिया से सोने का धूल निकलता था, ऐसा बोलते थे. India was the major trade hub for all food products. And considering this heritage and post-COVID scenario and post-COVID era, I am focusing the agribusiness with respect to Indian herbs as well as African herbs, developing value additions, developing business model, etc. See, in last 20 years, the lifestyle is rapidly changed in all developing countries and underdeveloped countries. The basic reason is there was destructive innovations in communication field, and the whole world is now come only in your 6 inches by 4 inches screen, that is your mobile. And with the help of various apps, you can connect any part of the globe. This revolution or destructive innovation from this information and communication sector changes entire human life and lifestyle. The changes are good for business, some are affecting our life. COVID-19 is COVID-19 pandemic is a very good example of that. You all know it started in Wuhan and now 192 countries are suffering for that. These destructive innovations are affecting our lives. And when you come to the root of the problem, the only one unanimously accepted thing is how to increase the immunity of a human being so that he can fight with the existing and newly coming viruses.
Sir, I think, sir, you are unmuted.
With this
Ye-
base, I am focusing on now what is agribusiness. The spectrum of this agribusiness concept is very wide. It starts from pre-cultivation, that is selection of seeds, selection of soil, soil testing, then cultivation, then total agriculture practices, integrated pest management, then harvesting. Our today's topic, the scope of today's topic start from harvesting, that is post-harvest activity. After harvesting, post-harvest sector started. In post-harvest, there are three major issues or three major subsectors. One is post-harvest handling, second, post-harvest storage, and third is post-harvest processing, which is actually called as a minimal processing or primary processing. After post-harvest processing, the product moves to secondary processing and which is known as food processing. Further, there is tertiary processing and that is high value addition. Then the next pillar of agribusiness is organized supply chain. The function of this organized supply chain is bringing the product, value added product to the consumer end. So from pre-cultivation up to consumer desk, his entire spectrum is known as agribusiness. While discussing the opportunities with respect to this agribusiness, I always point out what will be the market after 10 and